How's it going, everybody? This is Eli Sussman, also known as Mr. Eliminator, elsewhere on YouTube and on Twitter. I'm ushering you into the new era of Beyond You Sports Video, where the site will now consistently provide you with entertaining video content right here on our YouTube channel. Earlier this month, the Division I college basketball champions were crowned, which unfortunately means the bulk of the college sports season is now behind us. So today's mission is to identify the 5 most improved athletic programs in terms of on-court, on-field, overall performance since last summer. Who accomplished more in conference play, who had a deeper postseason run, that kind of stuff. I'll be putting an emphasis on the 2 moneymakers, men's hoops and college football, while also taking everything else into consideration. With all that said, let's get rolling. The Alabama Crimson Tide football program was in great condition after the 2010 season, but a national championship is seen as improvement just as it would be in any place else in the nation. Nick Saban's crew became the first team in history to shut out its opponent, the rival LSU Tigers no less, in a BCS bowl game. Their final record was 12-1 compared to the 10-3 mark from the prior campaign. Meanwhile, men's basketball was challenged with replacing 4 graduating players and 2 transferring ones from a roster that had nearly won the National Invitation Tournament. They didn't stay ranked in the top 25, but succeeded in claiming non-conference victories over VCU and Purdue, and finishing above 500 in the SEC en route to an NCAA tournament berth. What other Crimson Tide teams are worth watching? How about women's softball, number 2 national ranking? Michigan Wolverines football returned to elite status. They won as many conference matchups and bowl games in 2011 alone as they had in 3 seasons with Rich Rodriguez. They improved from 7-6 to 11-2 and went from unranked to number 9 in the postseason USA Today Coaches Bowl. On the hardwood, UM won 13 Big Ten regular season contests instead of 9, making them worthy of a number 4 seed to the Big Dance. They recorded wins against Indiana, Michigan State, Ohio State, and Wisconsin in the process. By the way, Michigan Gymnastics is 8th ranked in Division I, and women's tennis is arguably the class of the conference. Although the Michigan State football team saw its winning percentage drop from 2010, the Spartans certainly ended things on a high note by outlasting the Georgia Bulldogs 33-30 in triple overtime in the 2012 Outback Bowl. The men on the court improved more dramatically. Tom Izzo's guys had a 2-month undefeated streak between November and January. With a dominant defense, they earned a number 1 seed for the 2012 NCAA tourney and advanced to the Sweet 16. What a far cry from their struggles the year before. Cincinnati Bearcats head football coach Brian Kelly bolted for Notre Dame following a 12-win 2009 season. After an ugly regression, Cincy bounced back in 2011 with double-digit victories. The men's hoop team surprised everybody in making a deep Big East tournament run and upsetting Florida State the next weekend. Now, all we'll do is take the kitty out of the equation and transitioning to our final improved program. You know who made the difference for the Baylor Bears. Heisman Trophy winning quarterback Robert Griffin III. The dual-threat redshirt junior led a merciless offense that averaged more than 45 points per matchup. The Bears won 10-plus games for the first time in 3 decades, and their infallible leader was a track and field phenom as well. Both basketball teams were tremendous. The Baylor men won 30 games, the women won 40, and lost none on the way to a national title. 6'8" Brittany Griner. What can you do?